Alright, well, Happy New Year's, everybody. Hope everybody had fun. It's New Year's Day, but it's time to get back to work. So, let's test fit this bed on the chassis, make sure everything lines up the way we want it to. Alright, guys, you're looking at a Happy Fabricator. Everything looks good. Let's check it out. All the holes line up nice. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing back off, start welding them up, and make two more for back here. This one bolts in from underneath, so it probably won't have a hole in the top. It'll just have a bung welded inside of it, and then we'll smooth the top out. So, hope you guys like it so far. If you have, smash that thumbs up. Alright, you might remember me saying I do want to change these. And this was that mistake that we had. So I drilled it out a little bit so we can put a bung in there, weld that in, and then we'll just cover up the top and finish it. And we'll do two of these, weld these on back here. That way everything looks the same. So I think that'll work out fine. We can reuse this, save us some time. Alright, well, we got that other one done. We just gotta do this one that I blobbed a bunch of weld on there. It's got a little hole I'm gonna have to fix though. So, let's go ahead and get this done. Alright, there we go. We have two. So these are ready to rock. Let's cut them to size, get those other mounts drilled out, and weld these in. So when you need to weld a gap, just give it a tap, tap, tap. Alright, so we got one fender well welded up from the back side. One more to go. Alright. Got that side welded in now. Still got to flip it over and weld the bottom sides of all these mounts. kind of late, so I think I'm gonna call it a day. Got quite a bit done today. Everything's welded up and bed's back on the truck. So I hope you guys like that. Now you can kind of see what I was going for. No cross members going all the way across the frame, so when the bed comes up, the wood comes up, you'll be able to see everything right there. All right, welcome back. It's another day here in the Hinged Hot Rod Garage. So I've been doing a bunch of math this morning, a bunch of figuring, and just working on this, trying to figure out where I want to lay out my strips for my wood. I think I'm going to bring it out around here. I think I got everything figured out. Got some 3/4 inch box steel. So I guess it's time to get to work. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll build that frame work first, and then we'll come back, we'll modify these hinges, and we'll make these work for us. Alright, we're back. It's time to start cutting this frame up. But I did talk to the owner last night. He came over and he was we were discussing how many strips we were going to put in here. He thought 7 might be a little too busy. I'm going to try and see if I can fit 6 in here without interfering with anything. If I can, I'll do that. I'm not going to go with 5 because I don't want a 9-inch spacing. So let's get started on this. Alright, so I went ahead and redid the math and the layout. It looks like we can get away with 6 without interfering with anything. That'll be 6 and about a little under 7/8 spacing. So that should be good. So I think that's what we're going to go with. Now we can go ahead and build our inner framework and then work on our outsides. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to weld this, and obviously it's not going to be on my cracked floor. Alright, well, now that we got it all tacked up here, we're going to go ahead and clamp it in place to our mounts. We'll start filling in our outside here. We don't want this to move in any way because it'll screw us up when we're filling this in our outside in. So far so good. I think it's going to look really trick from the underside the way I plan on doing this. So hopefully everything works out. We'll find out, I guess. Alright, so I did this side with like every inch increments. I'm not really happy with it. It's a little rough feeling. So this one I did with 1/2 inch. And I think it's going to turn out a lot nicer, a lot smoother. So we're going to go ahead and weld this up. A lot of welds. Alright, well that's all we're going to get done today. Sun's going down and time to go play with the kids for a little bit. So here's what we got. Alright, we got the other side all tacked in there. Looking good. I wanted to talk a little bit about these pie cuts. Because you can run into trouble with these. So I'm not following the exact path here. You notice it gets a little bit wider because as I weld these, this is going to shrink back up. So we don't want too much shrinkage. I did pretty good on that side. It shrunk a little bit on me, but I think I'm going to just try and get this one just right. I think I left a little bit more this time. We'll see how close it is at the end. Another thing when you're making these pie cuts is you want to cut these as straight as you can, because if there's any deflection in them, that makes your pipe get all wonky. So to keep it straight, you really want to make a nice straight cut through them all. This is all ready to weld up. It's nice and sitting flat. So, all right, I haven't been recording today. I've just been jamming along, getting this done. So, all right, well, we got it out. It's looking good. Let's weld it up. All right, she's all welded together. We got the bed back on here. So in the next video, we're going to be figuring out our hinge placement, how to articulate our hinges. We're going to have to make custom mounts for our hinges, and a mounting pad on both the wood platform and on the bed frame to mount the hinges. So a lot going on in the next video. We're going to have some math and other fun stuff. So I hope everybody stays tuned, and I've actually already started taking these apart, but we'll get started on that. That'll be in the next video. And I have a big announcement coming up, something pretty darn exciting for Heimlich Hot Rods. So stay tuned for that, and that'll be on the next video. Sorry it's been a while. I've just and I haven't filmed a lot because I've just been trying to knock stuff out, and you'll hear why in the next video. So we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching Heimlich Hot Rods. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.